And now, children's programmes continue with Doctor Who.
And in case you missed the last 22 series, here's a brief summary. William Hartnell has died. Most of the action still takes place in 30 miles of cardboard tunnel. The baddies still talk in Eastern European accents, and all the space monsters still look like men in scuba diving gear. Except for the Daleks, which had two bits sticking out at the front. One was an extendable plunger for unblocking sinks and drains, and the other was a powerful nuclear ray gun which could destroy anything in its way, like a particularly stubborn drain. The Daleks were vehicles for the most advanced brains in the universe. Strange to think, then, that they were completely overcome by Tom Baker throwing his old overcoat over them. The Vords, anybody remember the Vords? Well, they are now running a small but successful kebab house in Radlett.
The amazing Doctor Who. At the moment, he's battling with the Ice Warriors, and in the past, he's faced opponents like the Yeti, the Fungoids, the Rills, and the terrible Cybermen. So far, Doctor Who's always managed to win, but I think without doubt that his most deadly enemies of all are the Daleks.
Has received. Exterminate all humans. Exterminate all humans. Exterminate, annihilate, destroy. Daleks conquer and destroy. Daleks conquer and destroy. Daleks conquer and destroy.
It was the Daleks who gave us the idea for our next competition. And here is what we want you to do. We want you to design a monster that's tough enough to beat the Daleks. It can be any shape or size you want, but it must have at least one deadly secret weapon that's never been used on Doctor Who before.
And it must also have a name as well. And do one on a piece of paper about this size. You put your monster design up in this area, and then down below, the name of your monster.
And on the back, John, if you can turn it around, your name, your age, and your address. That's most important. And I'm afraid we won't be able to send your designs back, but we will be looking at every single one, and also Doctor Who himself will actually be helping us to judge the winners.
So we have broken the competition up into three classes. There's the 7s and under, the 8s to 10s, and the 11s and over. That's to be absolutely fair. Yes?
And all the runners-up will be getting the Blue Peter competition badges as well.
You must be careful also to send your entry to the right address.
And another important thing to remember, the closing date is Wednesday, December the 6th.
Yes, so I should get a move on, and who knows, your entry may end up on Doctor Who itself.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing these designers, I'll tell you that.
This week, a strike was threatened at the BBC, possibly blacking out programmes from Monday. The Mary Whitehouse Experience has been looking back through the years at some of the incidents of industrial action which the BBC has faced in the past.
One which still sticks in the memory of corporation executives is the great Doctor Who monsters dispute of the early 70s. In 1973, the series almost ground to a halt when the Daleks unanimously walked out. In itself, very unusual for Daleks. After scuffles in which the police were accused of attacking the picket line with sonic screwdrivers, the leader of the Dalek Union, Mr. Bobby Davros, refused to speak to reporters, choosing instead to vaporise them with a neutrino destructor beam. However, Mr. Davros eventually issued a statement when he trundled out of TUC headquarters and down the steps. Excuse me, about this new management offer...
Frankly, derisory.
But do you think that...
Frankly, derisory.
Yes, but are you going
Frankly, derisory. Negotiate.
Soon the dispute spread. Within a week, the Sea Devils, the Macra, the Silurians, and the blobby green thing with a completely unrealistic head were out in sympathy. Although several scab Cybermen kept the series going, slipping through picket lines via small holes in the fabric of space-time. A mass meeting was called of the AAE-AASPE, the Amalgamated Association of Evil Aliens Who All Speak Perfect English. They were addressed by their president, Mr. Crondor.
So, Doctor, what do we want? 12%!
Sample complete. Ready to continue?